In this tutorial, we will create a photo booth template completely from scratch using MyMirrorClub. We will start by choosing a background, then add elements and images from the MyMirrorClub library, and finally build a full 3-photo template with transparent photo boxes so it is ready to use in your photo booth. This will show you how easy it is to create a professional template without needing Photoshop or any other design software. First, we will click on the Templates and Images button to view all categories and subcategories. Now let's choose the Browse Extra Images category. This will give us options such as backgrounds, Easter graphics, and many other available images that you can load into your template. Since we are starting from scratch, we will choose Background subcategory first, so we can load the first layer of our template. Now you will have a lot of background options to choose from, and of course we are adding new ones daily. Since this tutorial is for an Easter template, we will choose something nice that suits the event. I'll go ahead and pick this light, colorful background. Click on the background to add it into the editor. You will see it load right away as the first layer of our template. Now choose the Easter subcategory from the menu on the left side. This will switch you from the background section to the Easter subcategory. Now we will add some images to the template to get started. We will choose some egg images first. Now click on the image layer and move it into the position where you want it to be. We will place it at the bottom of the background. Now I'll duplicate it to create another copy of the same layer. This is much faster than loading it again from the side menu. Keep in mind that by duplicating a layer, you are creating the exact same size every time. This helps ensure it is not smaller or larger, but an exact match. Now we have a copy of the layer, and we will move it into place simply by clicking on the layer and dragging it to the position we want. Now let's duplicate it again and do the same thing by moving it into the position you want. Now I'll duplicate it a few more times and position each one where I want it, and then duplicate again as needed. So we end up with 5 duplicates. Now let's place something in the middle and go ahead and load another image from the side menu. Now click on that layer and move it into the position where you want it. You can also resize it by dragging any corner of the layer. I highlighted one of the corners, so simply drag it inward or outward to resize it. Now let's load more images into the template and do the exact same thing. Resize them and position them wherever you want. Now that we have several images loaded and the design is starting to come together visually, I'm going to adjust the previous layers on the bottom left side. I'll click on each of the 4 layers we added and move them down a little. You will see in the next step exactly where I positioned them. Of course, you are the designer, so you can place them wherever you feel looks best. Since the layers are individual, you must click on each one and position them to where you want. Now let's click on the highlighted image, and in the next step we will duplicate it to create another copy of that layer. Hit the duplicate button to create an exact copy of that layer. Now click on that layer and move it into the position where you want it. We are getting somewhere now with at least 8 layers added. Let's go ahead and add another different image and load it into the editor. Once again, you can load anything you like and choose from the many options available. Now that we have it loaded into the editor, let's find the best place for it. We can resize it and position it wherever it looks best in the design. Great, we now have the entire bottom filled with images and the design is really starting to come together. It's time to add shapes. What are shapes? Shapes are the different design boxes available for your layout. We have different types of shapes available to load, including square, round, heart-shaped, star-shaped, and the other shape options you see right here on the screen. Since we are creating photo areas for this template, the best shape to use is the square one. Here is the shape we loaded into the editor, a red square. Now we need to resize it into a vertical shape where the photos will be placed. Go ahead and resize it by dragging any corner of the shape up or down until it fits the size you want. There it is. Now let's position it wherever you want it to be in the template. I've placed it right in the center of the template. You will see the blue guidelines crossing in the middle, which helps you align it perfectly. Now we want to make sure to click the Make Area Transparent button on the right side menu. Now remember, duplicating the layer keeps it at the exact same size. So let's go ahead and duplicate the shape because we want to have 3 photo areas for this 3-photo template. Now we have another shape in the exact same size. Let's click on that layer and move it into the position where you want it. As you move it, the guidelines will appear again to show you exactly where the center is. Let's duplicate it one more time to create the third shape box. Do not resize it so it stays the exact same size. We only want to drag it into position. Now we have 3 photo boxes, so we are definitely getting somewhere. Now we are starting to see the bigger picture of the template. I've decided to move this layer to the top because it will look better there as a title. Let's load another image from the library using the side menu. I'll resize it and place it at the bottom where the previous layer was so we can fill in that blank space. Of course, you can resize it however you need and place it wherever you feel it looks best. Alright, we are in good shape and the template is starting to look really nice. What I want to do next is create frames using a shape. So let's load another square shape. Alright, we have loaded the shape into the editor again. It is a red shape for now, but do not worry, we will change the color soon. Now we want to make sure this shape is bigger than the previous one. Go ahead and place it in the exact same position I did in this example, so we can drag it outward using the bottom right corner of the layer. It looks bigger to me. Now we need to send this layer backward until it sits behind the previous shape, so we can make the final adjustments and turn it into a frame. Click the Bring to Backward button as many times as needed until you see the layer sitting behind the other one. Okay, here we go. The red shape is now behind the transparent shape. Make the final resize to whatever size you want the frame to be, and then position it perfectly. Now that we have it positioned, we definitely do not want it to stay red since it does not match the design. Let's go ahead and change the color. On the side menu, you will see the color option, and right now it is set to red. Click on it and change it to any color you feel works best with your design. Now that we have one frame ready, we need to duplicate it for the other 2 photo boxes. We are going to position it now right in the center to make sure it sits perfectly behind the other one. Now we need to do the exact same thing and click the Bring to Backward button as many times as needed until you see it behind the transparent box. Let's duplicate it once again to create the third and final frame. Now repeat the same steps from the previous one and position it in front of the third transparent box. Once again, click the Bring to Backward button as many times as needed to make sure it is behind the transparent box, and then adjust the position if needed. Now watch the next live section as I make the final adjustments to the layers at the bottom. I'll resize some to make them bigger, some smaller, and bring the bunny and the egg forward because I can see the ear is sitting behind the frame, and I want it to appear on top of the frame. I'm just making the final adjustments now. Feel free to do whatever looks best for your own design, as this tutorial is simply here to show you how to create your template from scratch. Now I am satisfied with the changes I've made, and I am ready to publish it. This means you can save it to your workspace for future editing whenever you need. Also, this exact template has just been added to the library, so you can download it and edit it if you would like to make your own adjustments. Every template in our library is layered. All of our templates are created right here in the editor, and the reason for that is to keep every layer fully editable for you. This allows you to adjust, delete, replace, or add more elements whenever you want. As you can see, all of your layers are right here and ready for future editing. Let's publish it to save our work. Keep in mind that non-members will be prompted for payment. We recommend becoming a member. because any future editing will also come with an additional cost. Members, of course, have unlimited use of our platform, so you can create and edit as many designs as you like. Now that we have published it, here are your options. You can download it to your device, and the file will always be a PNG, which means any transparent photo areas will remain transparent. You can also click Edit if you need to make more changes, go to My Workspace, or start a new project. Here is your workspace, where all of your templates and animations are stored. You can click the 3 dots to view the options available for each project you have created. Your options may be slightly different depending on the type of template, such as a 1-photo, 2-photo, or 3-photo template. You can also use them with our other features, including virtual photo booth, flipbook photo album as a frame, and video guest book. Other available options may include download, rename, edit, share with admin if you need help, or delete. Keep in mind that if you delete a project, you will no longer be able to retrieve it for editing later. We hope this tutorial helped you create even more amazing templates on our platform. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to contact us anytime. We are always here to help in the best way we can.